After Chelsea lost to Brighton, I was so angry at Enzo Maresca that I felt like ripping him apart if I could see him. But at the end of the day, I started thinking, as a football fan, if you love your club, when you lose a game, then you begin to react emotionally. But with time, you begin to, accept the result and you move on. Then I was wondering within myself, what is really the problem of Chelsea right now? Does it mean that Chelsea did not buy the right players, or Enzo Maresca is the problem? Because I also made a post where I stated that Enzo Maresca is not at Chelsea's level. But come to think of it, Enzo Maresca was already finding the formula between Joao Pedro and Delap before he got injured. And that very system made it difficult for opposing defenders to, contain Chelsea, because Delap is big and he's also aggressive. He's not the kind of striker that you can just let be in a game. Then Joao Pedro, on the other hand, is very efficient. He can score from anywhere and everything. And Chelsea was scoring even through set plays and everything. Then all of a sudden, Delap got injured and things began to fall apart. It's not just Delap. We also have another problem, and that is Colwill. Colwill is the one that usually organizes the defense, making sure that Chelsea builds from the back to the midfield. Sometimes he launches the ball from the defense to the attack. He was offering so much to this Chelsea team, and with him out injured, the same as Delap, then it became difficult for Enzo Maresca to galvanize other players to play in the same manner. I think that is actually the problem that we have right now. It's not really about Enzo Maresca not getting the tactics right, though I am critical of the kind of substitutions he makes at times. But if you have your full squad intact, but if you have Delap available, if you have Colwill available, then Chelsea can actually play to his strength. Then look at somebody like Esteban William. Esteban William is being choked out in games right now. I mentioned something about him not being efficient in terms of his finished product. And some people were like, what do you know? This boy is just 17 years old and everything. I know what I'm saying. The hype surrounding this player, with the level of hype surrounding Esteban William, he should be doing much more. Look at Lamine Yamal, playing for Barcelona and the things he's done for Barcelona. So this is exactly what we expect from Esteban William. After all, they are both on the same age. Chelsea paid a lot of money to sign this player, so he's expected to, begin to perform for the team. I have always said it, he can dribble past players and everything, but his finished product is very, very poor. Jamie Gittins is another liability on the team that must improve immediately. But if you ask me, I do tell you that the absence of Delap in this team is affecting Chelsea. Most of you might not understand until he returns. When he returns and partners with Joao Pedro, then you will see how efficient and how consistent Chelsea will become in terms of winning games. Look at that game against Bayern Munich. You saw the way Bayern Munich was attacking Chelsea in mass, because Chelsea was playing Joao Pedro as lone striker, and it became really, really difficult for him to contain, because they had about 2-3 Bayern defenders on him. He couldn't do anything, and whenever they want to attack, they just left him with one man, and everybody attacks Chelsea, and that was what put so much pressure on Chelsea that led to the 3 goals that they scored in that very game. So, but in the returning leg, if Liam Delap is available and Enzo Maresca partners him with Joao Pedro, you will see a completely different Chelsea. So in my very own opinion, I think the absence of Liam Delap and of course Levi Colwill has really affected Chelsea's performance. We will have a better season. And if Chelsea must go for another manager, if they decide to get rid of Enzo Maresca, they must go for managers like Jurgen Klopp, not a Raula. We need a proven manager. Otherwise, Chelsea should stick with Enzo Maresca, because he has already won here and we want him to sustain the winnings and bring so many good memories for the club in the future.